What's up, y'all? Today I'm out shooting with the Nikon Z6ii with the FTZ adapter, and I'm gonna start off with the 105. I'm at Long Island City. Sorry for the train noise in the back. Try to move away from it. So I decided to do a little review and just show you some street photography with the Z6ii. Very neat camera. Usually shoot my Sony A7 IVs, but today come on and show people what a Nikon Z6ii can do, what a camera can do. Listen, when you do street photography, I tell everybody, it's not about the gear. It's about who's behind the camera, your creativity. You create photos with a $50 camera. I'm pretty sure you've seen a lot of guys do street photography. Pierre Lambert, one of them, shot with every kind of camera. You know, it's preference in the end. You know. Hey, you see people pose for you too. There you go. Friendly people on this side of the boulevard. Yeah, so that was my first interaction with somebody in the street. Beautiful. We like people like that in the street. Well, back to what I was saying, you know, it's not about the camera. It's a little bit of, you know, creativity, a little luck, be at the right place at the right time, capturing images, you know, knowing how to like composition your framing your shots, having a little creative mind, and keep moving and walking. I'm gonna walk a little bit past this side. I'm gonna head up Queensboro Plaza, to those who are familiar. So I'm gonna sit around and hang out around the train too much and capture some street shots. Like I said, I got the Nikon Z6ii with the 105 1.4. I got to drop down to 1.4 as we speak. Love this lens. It feels solid. Feels like quality when you grab this lens in your hand. Yeah. So how I'm shooting with this, because I have muscle memory with the Sony, I have a focus point wide on a Nikon Z6ii is the big red square box. So I'm testing it out like that because, and then continuous focus. This camera, again, we know it's not a Sony, doesn't have the same Sony features and focusing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like my Sony's better, A7 IVs, but since I own these, I do event photography. I switched over to Sony 3 years ago. I have a whole line of Sony. And basically 90% of a Nikon line as well. When I go to events, I take both. But usually my hands will see the Sony because of the focus accuracy, finding the face, finding eyes quick. These kind of suffer in low light. Sony, I point, picks up a face and eye. This one, you just got to get used to the focusing system. Like when you go into the menu, switching to the box I just told you, wide face autofocus. So you constantly got to be switching focus modes on the situation. With the Sony, I don't have that problem. Yeah, but overall, it's a great camera. Feels great. Colors are great. But like I said, it's not about what camera. It's come down to editing skills as well. You know, we all take those raw photos and everybody has a creative skill, so it's all about editing now, you know, having a style. And so I took a couple of photos before I had to eat first, and I caught some interesting shots which is not on video, which I will incorporate at the end of the video and show you guys with this 105. I promise I'm gonna get out of this train. I just want to get some shots here that I see. I like how the lighting is. I don't know if you guys can see it, but after I finish editing this, I know it's bird shit, but everything is art nowadays, right? We said? Yeah, everything is art. Yeah, see, the problem I'm having with the screen is when you're in continuous autofocus in a Nikon, it doesn't give you the confirmation that you're locked into focus. Yes, it's locked in somewhere, but where? The Sony, at least you see at the bottom, like it's locked in, you can move around. And it's hard to see the red bar. If you're in single autofocus, it turns green. But if you're moving back and forth, you know, you don't know if you're still in focus, especially when you're doing street photography, bright outside, you try to get something quick. You want to be snappy, quick, make sure you have that image. But it's all luck sometimes. Can't nail every shot, right? So I'm gonna loop around this way, and let's go through here. So I am in Long Island City. This is still considered Long Island City down here. Here around here is Hunters Point. This is the Court Square train station from the 7 train. So we got a going on here. Nothing but graffiti. I know the camera can't pick that up, but I'm trying to see what's down. I see some graffiti. See, the problem with this camera, I gotta switch focal points to grab something. I was picking up something in the foreground too fast, so we couldn't get that shot. Maybe grab something through here. Those windows down there. Yeah, I'm gonna change it to like a small focal point because I don't have that big box. When you have that big box, I get picked up a little branch. It's picking up different objects. When you're specifically pinpointing and focusing on something. Yeah. Nikon Z6ii with the FTZ adapter and a 105 attached. Focuses as fast as the S-line lenses, which I own, and I'm gonna switch later. I have the 24-70 S-line Z lens, and I'm gonna do some wide, some zoom, just capture for people who want to see the Nikon street photography photos. I mean, it feels like you're in Manhattan, this area. Makes this place nice. I like how this camera feels. This guy's pretty cool. Out of focus. Yeah, of course. Totally out of focus. See, the problem, I can't see that box. And it's hard to pick up. I want to get enough images with the 105. I love this lens. I mean, in the Sony, I have the 135. Nikon, I have the 105. Amazing portrait lens when you're doing portraits, weddings, you know, studio shoots. This bad boy is badass. Yeah, I don't like the other guy sticking out. Make believe I'm looking the other way, so I look at the looking up behind the that one. Yeah, okay, yeah. Pretty cool. You know, I like going to places I've never been before. So it gives me a challenge to look around and discover.
I don't know if it's too early to bring.
I mean, I love graffiti, but not when I see this type of graffiti just splattered all over the wall, like killing somebody's building. Another thing about this camera, it takes too long to wake up. You saw that it had almost like a 2-second delay, the black screen. Pretty sure there's a mode to take it out, to keep it always on. Yeah, it'll kill your battery, but I don't care about batteries. When I pick up the screen, I won't be able to take photos. No. Nice with the crosswalk. And I came out with this today to challenge myself because I'm used to shooting with the Sony a7 IV with the flip screen and getting my vertical. So now when I do this, I have to look under, or it's very spoiled. So I'm used to that flip screen. That's the best for street photography when you're doing a vertical. I want to capture that door across the street. Neat. Oh. This house has some nice doors. So this kid here capturing this bike. I like how that light is falling onto the door there. You guys can see that, but I like it. Somebody walking underneath, let's see. Okay. Did we get the guy underneath? That would be nice if the light would have hit him in his face, but I don't know if I got the shot underneath of him walking by. Damn. I don't know if I'm getting these shots with this dark screen. I can't see the box. I'm focused. Yeah, this area over here used to be this. Now it's this. Offices, buildings. I think I get a shot of the guys with the green car in the foreground. that horizontal shot. The car looks pretty badass. The colors and the guy in the background. Huh? What do you think? Shooting with a 105. Shooting with a 105. Now I'm going to take out my other camera with the 24 lens attached and try to figure out this camera with the monitor brightness. So I'm used to shooting with the Sony and everything is muscle memory and I can't find my shortcuts. So this is the other Z6ii I have with the 24S line lens. Oh yeah, I'm gonna grab a nice photo of this yellow Porsche with the 105 and the 2470. 2470 has its native lens, the S line. This one's attached to the FTZ adapter. 105 works as well. Sometimes it hunts for focus. It's pretty good. It's good. It's good, it's good. It's good, it's good. See, even I also forgot to bring my straps in. Park 2470 on a, so you guys don't get confused around 2470. Grab the artistic stuff on top. Oh, it's hard to see that box on top. That would be nice if that Porsche was coming out of there and peeking. Ooh. That would be a nice shot. Cars coming out of there and peeking. Train turns. And the guys, Porsche in the corner. And we have that train coming. It's turning there, that'll be nice. But when I hear it go, look at the back, it's pretty good. Change this focal point to point, but then it's hard to see it on the screen. I don't know if you see my screen, but I gotta figure out how to brighten the screen up. Ah, frustrating. Look at these lines on the floor with the Porsche in the background. Shot there with the Porsche. Again, I can't find my focal point. I feel like with this camera I'm gonna lose a lot of shots. I am at 2.8. Shooting at 2.8. Wish I had my vertical speed. Yeah, this is gonna be a nice shot. If I can find my focal point, that would be great. This is where I missed the Sony in the vertical screen when I have to flip down the screen. Well, now I have to like guesstimate where This is gonna make some nice shots. You know what? I'm gonna shoot this with the 105 also. So I'm gonna switch over to the 105 so you can see a different look, the compressed look. Sometimes I feel like shooting every scene with every lens. That's just me. I feel like I'm missing out. I want to get it with every lens. This is where I missed that screen, Sony. But I know the images are going to be great. I can see it already. This camera is great. You can see it. Oh, if this guy was up by a graffiti spot, yeah, I'm gonna take like a sneak peek behind. Put this pole as a background, as a foreground. Let's see. I don't know if I'm in focus. Jesus, it's out of focus. What is it picking up? I gotta change the focal point. Sorry guys, I gotta put my eye level. I'm having a hard time finding the red dot, and the screen's not. I gotta change the screen to brighter or something, because this is the part that frustrates me sometimes. I can't see where the focal points, if it's on the car or on the pole. I think I got 1 or 2 shots. Yeah, I gotta. Yeah. I'll be right. Alright, I'm back. I had to bring up the monitor brightness. It's all the way high, and still, okay, that's it. I'm taking the shot. You can see the red dot a little bit better now. It's just so hard to see, man. Push. Okay, he's inside. Got a nice shot. I gotta stand up. Sorry man, I came to the noisiest place to photograph today. Jesus. This guy, I was thinking, oh, maybe. Huh? Am I inspiring you guys? Huh? To go out there and shoot with the Z6ii? Pretty sure most of you are. But listen, I'm not down in this camera. I own them. I own 3 of them actually. I use it for events. But then I took my Sonys to an event one day because I had a hard time on dancing shots. I was losing shots and I was kind of frustrated. Then the Sony was like night and day. And I haven't shot for a while with these, but I decided to do a little street photography with it because I love them, because I own the prime lens. I own a lot of stuff with this. I own a lot of lenses and invested into these, so I'm gonna put it to use and show you guys what this camera could do with these lenses, with the 105, with the 24-70. Maybe another day I'm gonna do 12 to 24, and I have a 58 millimeter. 58. Rustic. Man, it feels good with the vertical grip. I don't have to do this. It feels so good. It feels so good in your hands for this camera, especially. I've had vertical grips for other cameras, but this one feels like it belongs. It has such a good feeling to it. You know, this is the MB-N11 for the Z6. Costs around, I think, $400. Oh God, you know what? Capture these guys first. No, I just had to go to the post office. And I'm right here. Just go grab that application to renew my passport since I'm here. Why not, right? Grab that. Do I pick up the application to renew my passport here?
But yeah, right at the back on the windowsill is for the adult. It's the blue one.
Just take that with me for that. Thank you. I do that. Can I use this form? Can I? Yes, sir. U.S. passport new application. I didn't have to wait a line. Yeah. Thank you. You guys just didn't know I use spider holsters. Cameras on my hip, put the clip in this. Ever since this was invented, I put cameras on my hip, my belt. Never looked back. People still do ask me, how do you, they see the camera hanging on the side of my hip, and they're impressed. I feel like everybody knows about it, and people look surprised, like, oh my God, that's crazy, that's wow. Like, spider holster, it's the best. Since I don't want the cameras hanging from around my neck with the strap, especially when you have your chesty GoPro. Put them on my hip side, two of them sometimes, and I'm walking and it feels like the weight is not on your back or your neck. It distributes nice, so you feel like you're not carrying anything. Yeah. I'm like thirsty for these shots. I'm waiting to go to a different location. Oh fuck. Post the guy. Sure, I've got the right focal point. Big box. I want the big box. I want him to go to, not that one. Oh wow. Yeah. Maybe the green door. And the yellow house there, I'll wait for him there. Yeah. And then the black door, there's no distraction in it. No, but I like the colorful ones. These up here, I'm gonna wait for him over here. This one up here, that blue door. Yeah, I hope it comes this way. So excited. Oh my God, yeah. I want to, this car is too high. How about that one there? This one will be great. Stupid car's gonna be. I want to capture the whole staircase and his bag. This is where you want your 14 capture. I'll wait for him here. Wow. This is what I'm talking about. When you come on, say I'm gonna do street photography with 2 lenses today, yeah, I get it. But then you want to bring out the lens that you want to capture that right photo. Press that 1.4. So here it is. There we go, a little tighter. Vertical shot here with that plan. Little flat, little stairs. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's pretty nice. Get out my 2470. That's the guy's almost here. Freaking lovely. Whoa. This guy has a time pretty good. The truck. Alright, I just got to another little corner, another little spot up the block where I was, up the block, about 3 blocks. Hold on to my 2470 and get some shots around here. I'm liking the clouds, I'm liking the overcast. Arrow. Yeah, man. I'm used to my flip out screen with the verticals, and with this it's like, for me it's like a struggle, you know. It's can't see when I'm tilting the camera if I got the shot right. See, the screen is going up versus picking up a sensor. And for these cameras, I don't know if you guys know, I figured it out because when I turned it off, every time I used to bring the camera this close, the screen goes blank and the sensor picks it up like very close, so I turned it off. So the trick is when you pull out the screen just a little bit or tilt it, that won't happen again. Just so you guys know, the Nikon users, because it took me a while to figure that out too. It's kind of annoying. I don't know. If I had my 14, it would have been better. Capture whatever. Just to show you the quality of the lens and the camera capabilities. That would have been cool. Just to get through the window. Let's take my spot. Grab a quick picture before he does. Yeah, I mean, I like this camera. I'm not gonna say I love it. I love it. If it was my only camera, I would love it. But I'm a Sony owner. I can't say I love over. I like this camera. Yeah, Sony is just a different feel. If you're gonna want to go into Sony and upgrade from this to a Sony, I'm telling you, you won't regret it. You're not. You're like your photography. I'm not gonna say your photography photos are gonna get better. You want to be going out and shooting more. Screen quality, the lenses quality of the Sony, the focus. I don't know. There's a lot of categories that checks off a lot over a Z6ii. Okay, now there's a Z7, there's a Z9, so can't compare them to those. But I'm pretty sure they all do similar stuff if you have the same lens on there. I don't see anything different. And you'll see on the editing and sharpness of these photos, they're pretty sharp, nice, no complaints. Bridge. Guy staring at me. I think I'm gonna call it a day. I feel like I captured a few photos just to show you guys, but I'm gonna do this run again and more in street photography and this camera and lenses when I go into the city. I just want to do a quick few photos just to get out of the house today, and decided to do the Nikons. Hope you like them. Comment, tell me anything about this camera, you know, any shortcuts like the crop mode on a button here. Other than that, have a wonderful day. Peace out from me. Be safe and be well. Bye.